Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome to Above the Snow, a game where we get to build and manage our very own Alpine resort. So of course we are up in the Alps because, you know, that's sort of how that works, isn't it? You tend to find Alpine resorts up in the Alps, so that's where we are, and we're up in the snow. It looks very pretty, it looks very nice around here, and we do need to manage our little sort of shelter lodge type thing. That is important, but also as well as that, we need to look after other things in the local area around us. So things like walkways and bridges and observation towers, that sort of stuff, we have to look after those too, because we want people to come here. We want people to pop by to our little part of the world and enjoy their time here. We want them to do some hiking, maybe some skiing, go exploring, visit the town, spend some money at the market, and just make it a really popular place. That is what we would like. And there is a story going on as well, and there are characters to meet. It looks really interesting. It looks like a really intriguing idea for a game, and well worth a little look, I thought. So here we are, and as we can see here, to begin we need to name our shelter, and I've been thinking about this, and I think we are going to call our shelter the Toasty Teapot. I like that. I like the idea of it being called the Toasty Teapot because it sounds warm and welcoming, doesn't it? If you've been out in the snow and you're all cold, you're chilled down to your bones, you can go into the Toasty Teapot, you can get all warm, maybe you could even have some tea from a toasty warm teapot, and that'll sort you right out. You have a lovely cup of tea or 2 or 5 or whatever if you're me, and then you're ready to go again out into the snow to do what you need to do. So I think, yeah, we shall call our shelter the Toasty Teapot. That sounds quite good to me. Right, so here is Francis. So we're going to meet a few characters. This is Francis, and Francis I think is our main character. Now there was a little kind of intro sequence thing, and in that I think Francis was there, and we found out that Francis is possibly in a little bit of trouble with some not very good people. They could possibly have been the mob or the mafia or something, I'm not quite sure, but he was in a little bit of trouble with some people, and by means of sort of a way of paying back his debts, I suppose, he was sent out here to this place in the Alps to try to sort out and make it profitable. So that's his kind of punishment, if you like. So Francis is our main character, and Francis is saying, cold as hell. I mean, you're not wearing a hat, Francis. You aren't wearing a hat. I am no cold survivalist expert, but I think maybe if it's really cold, you want to have a hat on. You lose a lot of heat through your head, Francis. So I think maybe some sort of, nice woolly hat or a bobble hat might do quite well, Francis. But okay, so Francis is saying that it's as cold as hell. I mean, it does look quite chilly out there, I'll give you that. Right, and then we've got Eva Harland. Okay, so are Eva and Francis related? They've got the same surname, so I don't know if they're brother and sister, or husband and wife, or whatever. I do not know, but they're related. Eva also not wearing a hat. Not big on hats, the Harlands, although she is wearing a very lovely Geek Cupboard corporate yellow coat. Very good, Eva, very nice. So Eva then says, what do you expect up in the mountains at this time of year, genius? And then Francis, who looks a bit grumpy, comes back with, I don't know, half the night we were talking about cosy hotels, blankets, and tea with honey. Okay, right, Francis, you're going to love what I've called the shelter, because if you're thinking about tea with honey, that's going to work very well. You're going to be really happy, Francis. Just you wait till you get to the shelter. And then Eva then comes back with, you'll have a whole month to get your blankets and tea. Francis then says, in a season, this shelter's supposed to be running like clockwork. Pedro wants it to be the most popular spot in the region. So I think Pedro was the sort of mafia gang boss that, Francis is doing all this for. I think that's who that is. And then Eva then comes back with, then we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Renovate the whole place, redraw the trails, build up the reputation. And then Francis, who's looking a bit more pondery now, says, makes me wonder if it's even doable with such a small team. And then Eva says, I have no idea, but what choice do you have? If we fail, the only warm thing you'll get is prison porridge. Okay, so yes, he is in a spot of bother then, is Francis. Fair point. Oh, he looks so glum. Cheer up, Francis. It'll all be fine. All right, let's take a look at the map. We need to figure out how to even get to the shelter. Okay, that would help, yes. Right, here we go. So, yeah, we've got a tutorial thing on the go. Welcome to the game. Okay, so click this to continue. Right, we've got various kind of tutorial things on the go. So, yep, here we go. We can do all sorts of things. But right now, we need to do some camera controls, everybody. And, we're very good at these. I've done many camera controls in my time in the Geek Cupboard. So, get ready for this, folks. Look at that. We can move the camera around by doing this. And we can zoom in and zoom out a little bit. So we can zoom all the way out to look at the map, look. I mean, it is quite big. There's a lot of stuff dotted around. And we can see just here, there is the toasty teapot, kind of in the middle in this sort of valley type thing. But let's zoom back in. Right. Hi again then, Francis. Pedro mentioned his brother's hovel is somewhere out here. Looks like it's quite a hike. Eva, where did you go? Here, I found us a guide, says Eva. Oh, right. Hello, there's a guide. Right, this is Marek Kaminsky. Hi there, Marek Kaminsky. Eva asked me to run some training for you. Yes, please. You didn't mention we'd have company, says Francis. Relax, Marek's solid. We've done a few climbs together. He's a world-class pro. Appreciate it. I'll get you started, but the real work's on you, says Marek. And trust me, there'll be plenty. If you want to be the best, there are no shortcuts. Okay, Marek. Eva, you're not worried to find out about my little deal? Okay, yes, we're not quite sure what the deal is, really. But yeah, Francis, a little bit of a shady past. Marek's been my friend for years. You've got nothing to worry about. With him teaching, we'll have this place up and running in no time. All right then, so what's the plan, Mr. Kaminsky? How do we get to the lodge? If we want to arrive with all our fingers and toes, we'll need to pick the right route. I mean, that would be good. Yes, please. Wait, with all our fingers? What, you'd rather come back with frostbite? Preferably not. Oh, that's why the route needs planning. Let's take a look at the map. Yes. I see 2 marked national trails leading there. One from the town and one from the market. Sounds like good news, says Francis. Definitely. Means we won't have to cut our way through the wilderness. Less risk that way. As the saying goes, says Marek, being a good climber isn't the trick. The real trick is to be an old one. Very good, I see. Right, down here we have time controls. Okay, so yeah, it does say we've got to set the speed to speed 3 to continue. Okay, can we put it back to normal speed now? Oh no, we're here. We're here. Okay, right. If we are making our way along this track by the look of it, or does it pause when we put the thing over us? I think it does. But if we're making our way from the town all the way down to the toasty teapot, we can see that time is ticking by. Time down here is moving, and our little kind of person icon thing is slowly making its way down here. So I think right now we should ask a very, very important question. And I think you all know what it is. So say it along with me, everybody. Is spacebar pause? And yes, I can very happily confirm that spacebar is pause. Well done, game. Good job. We're going to get on just fine, I feel. And yeah, when you pause it, I think around the edge, you kind of get like this sort of frosty effect. Yeah, look. Kind of get like a sort of a frosty effect, like the screen's sort of gone cold or whatever. But okay, right, while they're doing that, we are going to have a little look around. So town and the market are over there. And then we've got, sort of various mountain bits. So we've got, Mont Eleger and then Sturmspitze. I mean, that sounds French and that sounds German, but okay. Got the Weisskronen. That sounds definitely German, doesn't it? Stormrush Slope. That's like a skiing thing. Got some sort of lookout things here. Got some, what's that, like monument things? Stone Guardian, Celestial Groves, all that kind of stuff. So there's all different types of locations by the look of it. Different sort of markers and things. But right, here we go. We've nearly arrived at the toasty teapot. And now we have arrived at the toasty teapot. We made it. Good work. Thanks, Marek. Ugh, huff, puff. You said this was going to be easy, Marek. Oh dear, Francis, not used to doing a bit of mountain climbing. I said we wouldn't have to cut a trail. These paths haven't been used in years. Francis, didn't you brag about being in peak condition? Says Eva, somewhat mockingly. Peak condition. Hilarious, really. Absolutely hilarious. Oh, because mountains. Good, I like that, Eva. I like you. Let's take a look around. Allegedly, Pedro's brother still runs this dump. Judging by the state of it, says Marek, I'm starting to doubt anyone's running anything here. Right, so now we can switch between views. Oh, we can go to the shelter. Okie dokie. Do we get to look around the shelter? Oh, this is exciting. Right, so we get a proper look around. Okay, so we can, flick around between the shelter's yard and the individual floors. Okay, That's exciting. So hang on, can we look around? Oh, okay, I want to go and look around. Francis, there's no one here. This place looks like it's been abandoned for years. Well, that's not what I was expecting, says Francis. Oh, hello. Right, finally, somebody wearing a hat. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best cold weather hat I've ever seen, but it looks very dapper. You look very fashionable. Raymond Leon, with your lovely red beret on. You're not wrong, says Raymond. Who the heck are you? Says Francis. Here, my card. Raymond Leon. I'm gathering material for a documentary on the region's history. Are you? I find this suspicious. The Corotana Journal. The press cares about this. I thought nobody from the city bothered coming up here. Mountaineering's only getting more popular, and these are some of the highest peaks on this part of the Alps. The Corotan valleys are overlooked. One good story could change that. And I'm guessing the city gave you a mountain of cash to fund this? Not exactly, says Raymond. The city budget's a mess. I'm doing this after hours. My own time. Oh, admirable, says Francis. Wasting your free time on this. And then Raymond is then saying, which is why I should be heading out. No owner around means no story to chase. If you don't want to spend the night out in the wild, I'd suggest you do the same. Take care. Strange. No message. No nothing. Pedro and Nicholas were writing letters. And then Marek comes back with, sadly, people vanishing in the mountains isn't rare, especially when they head out alone. We should fix that radio tower and alert the city. Okay. Yard view. I just want to have a look around this. There's all sorts of things around. Okay, so there's the yard view. Okay, so repairs and durability. Each building has its own durability affected by the weather. When it drops to nothing, the building kind of falls apart a bit. Okay, so we need to pick a building and then repair it. Okay, so hang on a minute. Hang on. Right, so is time paused? I think it is. Yeah, we're sort of paused. Maybe we pause when we go to this view or something. So we can now have a little look around. So I think that is the lodge. So can we now go and have a proper look around so we can go back in? Yes, okay, right. Now we can have a nosy at the lodge. Okay, so we can look at the sort of outside view of the lodge, which is here. I mean, it's a bit precarious. It is precariously balanced. I mean, quite high up over a bit of a drop there. I mean, if something would happen to these support things, a lot of this would fall down. So looks a little bit precarious, but okay. But it looks quite big. It's a big old thing, look. So it's got many floors. It's got a nice pointy bit at the top. It's got a chimney. I can imagine there's going to be multiple chimneys, in fact, to keep everybody warm. That's nice. Got like balcony things. It looks very good. And then out here, we've got a little there's a helipad type thing just there. And then, yeah, this kind of radio comms mast thing over here. And then, yeah, it's got lots of trees dotted around. There is other stuff. There's like a little house over here, a garage. Okay, it looks to be a mine over there. There's like a little sort of mine shaft type thing. Okay, so there's quite a lot going on around here. And yeah, little sort of bridges and things. It looks tremendous. That looks very good. Right, and then if we go inside, what can we see? So how many floors have we got? Oh, it's a gigantic kind of a thing. Okay, so ground floor. There is a roaring fireplace. I mean, that looks quite nice. Somebody must have been here recently to start that fire, unless we've started it when we got in. And then, yeah, like a big sort of wood floor bit over there. A kitchen over here. Some sort of storeroom, I imagine, over that side. Right. There's us, as it were. So there's, yeah, Francis and Eva standing near the sort of reception check-in desk. There is a dog. Hello, Brutus. Hi there, Brutus. Brush Brutus. A good-looking shelter mascot will do wonders for our image, increasing our reputation from happy guests. Also, Brutus loves a good brush. Okay, so we can, if we want to, brush the dog. It'll take a minute, but it gives us a bit of a reputation boost. Okay, that's quite fun. We're not quite at that point just yet. It's covered up things there. I assume we can't go down anymore. Okay, so then if we go to the next floor up, is it just sort of... Yeah, it's like all empty, isn't it? It's all just sort of like empty rooms and, yeah, we could put beds and things in these. Okay, and the same for here as well. Okay, not entirely the same on this floor. This floor looks a little bit lived in. Yeah, look, over here, we've got equipment, and there's a sort of a clothesline thing just there. There's more equipment there. The fire's on over here as well, and there's a room here which looks like they are doing stuff. They're making things. There's hammers and tools and things. Okay, right. Intriguing stuff. But right now, we need to go and repair the radio tower over wherever it is. Where is the radio tower? It is... I've lost... Can anybody see a radio tower? There it is. It's the thing that looks like a radio tower. Right, so click on this, and now we can add a worker. Okay, so add a worker, and we've got to add Francis, apparently, because the game is making us add Francis. Okay, so Francis is then going to go here and start whacking this with a hammer, I imagine, to fix it up a little bit. Because, yeah, it's gone down to 0% durability. Okay, so, hang on. Francis actually is making his way from the building through here. Oh, this is tremendous. Okay, right, hang on a minute, hang on. I know what we need to do then. Now I sort of know how this works. Where's the dog? Okay, dog, add worker. Eva, I want you to go and pat the dog, please. I know you're probably going to do something else way more important, but are you able to pat the dog? Can we not find where they are? I don't know. I thought double-clicking might... Oh, no, hang on. Here we go. Whereabouts are you? I don't know where you are. Eva is... here. Okay, yeah. So you were just having a wander about, were you? Were you doing some exploring? So you're going to go and pet the dog, which is brilliant. This is exciting. Yay, petting the dog. And then, yeah, this is some sort of energy bar at the bottom. So Francis is over... Ooh, crikeys. Are you at the top, Francis? Are you at the top of that tower? Oh, no, he's at the bottom. He's at the bottom. I thought because his marker was here, he was at the top. I was going to say that's a bit precarious. But no, he's at the bottom, whacking it with a hammer. Okay, so this is then going to creep up a little bit. Fine. So, yep, let's speed time on. Get that done. Boop. Lovely. Right, the radio tower is a key element in the development of the shelter. It allows you to use the tech tree to unlock various services, goods, or technology. Without a working radio tower, guest morale falls, and you lose access to the tech tree. Okay, now I think this game is set quite some time ago. I think maybe in the 1960s, possibly. So there aren't sort of mobile phones or anything to worry about. We don't need to worry about sort of signal or anything like that, or Wi-Fi. That's not a thing. Also, I am going to click that just to clear the new thing on it. Okay, right. That's that sorted. The tower's up. We can finally call the city and... easy boy. Grrr, says Brutus. Brutus looks adorable. And you did just go and pet Brutus. I don't think Brutus is going to harm you too much. Oh, hello. You look cross. However, you're also wearing a hat. Well done you. Nicholas Bolden says, "Who the hell are you? Speak up quick. Brutus hasn't had dinner after his walk yet." Oh, you're very cross. Well, if he eats me, at least I won't have to hike back down that damn trail, says Francis. "We're terribly sorry, sir," says Eva. "The shelter looked deserted. We thought something had happened to you. I'm Eva Harland. This is my cousin, Francis." Okay, so they are cousins now, we know. "Harland, you say? So you did get Pedro's letter, huh?" says Francis. "I did, and I'm not changing my mind. I don't need a bunch of amateurs around here. I can take care of myself," says very angry Nicholas Bolden. Yourself? Sure, old man, but the hotel? Not so much. This place looks like a dustbin with windows. Always getting all cocky. Francis? How dare you, brat? If you read the letter, you'll know what the plan is. And since you're still here, it means our deal still has a chance. Always doing a cheesy grin. Not if I sick the dog on you. Sick? Set, maybe. Or if I sick the dog on you. The shelter's mine. Nobody tells me what goes on here. Not even Pedro. I think we may have started off on the wrong foot, says Eva. And then Nicholas says ... How you say ... I don't know, but he's like staring at something. "Mr. Nicholas, I truly apologise for barging in. We came here to offer help. I've got plenty of mountain experience, and Francis, he's quite strong. He can help with running errands. Don't care about... Hold on. Who's that sneaking around the dining room? Oh, that's Merrick Kaminsky, our expert. He's here to help us get started." Knew he looked familiar. "And of all people, you bring in that ace. I'm ashamed he has to see the place in this state. We've gathered a crew to get the shelter back on its feet. Please give us a chance," says Eva. "Marek lit up when he heard someone wanted to revive this part of the mountains," says Francis. Maybe this really is a chance to bring life back to the valley. Ugh, you're tugging at my pride now. I need to think it over. Oh, looks like you found the owner, says Marek. Absolutely, yes. Mr. Kaminsky, a pleasure. Likewise. So, shall we get to work? Sun's going down fast. We'll need food, firewood and heating. Nights up here can be treacherous. Well, let's start by cleaning out the garage. We're going to need the snowcat. Okay, right, pause time for a second, because now we need to repair the garage. And we did see the garage. We found it earlier. There it is. So if we add you, can we add you as well to sort of do it twice as quick? Is that a sensible idea? Think it might be. So let's do that. So they can both rush out over here. Now, it doesn't have any heating by the look of it, or any power. Okay, so hang on. So I think is it nearly repaired? Okay, they fixed it up. That's good. The garage is clear, but what's this hunk of junk? My friends, meet Old Rust Bucket. Looks like the love child of a tank and a rusty bathtub. Snowcats used for mountain work all over the world. I know that, Marek, but this one appears to be, falling apart and made mainly of rust. As long as you've got visibility, they're the best way to haul supplies. Before you set off, take out some of my old furniture. Selling it off should cover your starting expenses. Right, okay, so pause time. Get 1,000 money by selling old furniture on the first floor using the building mode. Okay, right, so come out of that. Go inside, and then, right, building mode. So go here. So we can build things, but we want to sell stuff, like, for example, this. Okay, so hold here to sell the object. Okay, so we got rid of that. I assume we can get rid of that. I mean, these chairs sort of look fine, but... Oh, hang on, we can... Do we turn them into, like, firewood and stuff? Maybe it's stuff like this we're selling. Okay, so we made 370. Get rid of these. I think it's anything with a sheet on it, by the look of it. That... Yeah, we're turning into wood. That we can sell. Some old sort of bed frames. Get rid of those. That's got a big sheet on it. 150. That's got a sheet on it. That we can sell. That we can sell. That's going to get turned into wood. Anything else that can probably... we can get rid of that. One more thing is what we need. What else can we sell? This. Okay, there we go. Right. Delivery. Click the delivery button to set up a supply order. So what are we doing? 100 wood, 100 food. I feel like we could just smash apart a lot of these old things and get some wood, but okay. Right, so we need to add a vehicle. So add the G2100. Okay, you can bring in air transports, but of course our landing pad is broken. So nobody can use it. But okay, so that's our little sort of snowcat thing. And then, yes. Which resources are we ordering though? Send a delivery for 100 wood and 100 food using a delivery panel. Side menu. We're on the delivery panel. You need to choose the crew. Okay. Maybe Francis can go. So Francis can have a lovely trip. How do we say what we would like? Oh, here, right, receipt. Okay, so delivery for 100 wood and 100 food. Okay, so we'll type that in. 100 wood. 100 food, 100 wood. 500 of our... What have we got? 2,045 money. We did have quite a lot of money to start with, but okay, right. And then, commence task. Right. Okay, great work. The snowcat's on its way, filled with supplies. Now let's grab the radios. Communication in the mountains is essential. That way we can stay in touch even when someone heads out on the trail, says Eva. Yes, I know how radios work. Testing, testing. Do you read me? Says Grumpy Nicholas. Loud and old, says Francis. What did you just say? Oh dear. Right, wait for the delivery. Okay, and it says you can track them on this view. So if we then put it onto fast speed, so they're going to have to get into the snowcat thing. And then do they go to the market then? I am assuming. Yeah, there we go, look. That's them. That is Francis in the G2100. Sort of, zooming around. So they're going to make their way to that waypoint, and then that one, and then to the market. Okie dokie, this is good. Right, so you head out over there. We do need to get a bit of a shift on. It's coming up to 4 p.m. It's going to be quite late, I imagine. Right, and then we're stocking up. So I spend a little bit of time at the market, you know, getting the stuff, chatting to people, loading the vehicle up, all that kind of jazz. And then we head back. Okay, right. We are now back. So we can go to the shelter and we can go to, I think, the yard. There we go. The delivery's back. I was going to try and follow him as he came into the building, but no, there you go. The delivery's back. Time to prep some rations. Okay, now we're going to the kitchen. Right, add a worker to the kitchen. What are these different stats? Hang on, pause time for a second. So, that's traversal. Work speed is the cog, move speed is the arrows. Okay, so I think then... Nicholas, you can do some cooking. You've been here for ages. You must know how to cook a few things. Prepare 10 food rations. Okay, so single meal. Or do we do a double meal for 2 rations? I don't know what the best thing is. Oh, I see. Right, hang on. Oh, we can... Oh, this is exciting. So we can say breakfast. We want you to have 2 rations for breakfast. Start the day with a good, sturdy, hearty breakfast. Lunch, have a single meal. That's fine. And then dinner, have a single meal. Right, that's good. How do we tell them to make things? Prepare 10 food rations using the kitchen panel. So this is the kitchen panel. If somebody's assigned, do they just go and cook? Is that what's going to happen? So Nicholas, whereabouts are you? So you're coming through here. You're going to have to go downstairs, I think, to the kitchen. Right, hang on. So you are now in the kitchen. Here we go. You're like stirring a pot. Oh, good. Right. Okay. So you're just making stuff. You're just getting on with it. Okay. So we'll run time on nice and quick. So we've got 10. Lovely. Kitchen. Click here to select the meal size. I don't want to turn it down. Yeah, okay, right, it's fine. Yes, I don't want to turn it down though. You've made me give him less breakfast, and now I feel bad. Food's ready. Now it's time to get the heating going. Of all the things that can kill you in the mountains, cold is your worst enemy. Right, and now we go to the building mode. And, okay, go to heating. Build at least 5 radiators or heaters. Set them up in locations where you expect people to spend time on both floors. Okay. I don't know where people are going to spend time. I mean, in the loo, there's like a bathroom over here, maybe. That might be a good idea. And then maybe in an entertainment room. So if we put a radiator here, is that... Why can't I put it there? Oh, because it's in the way of the doors and things. Okay. I just want to put it... Can it go there? Can we put a radiator anywhere around there? It radiates... Let's put one there. Okay, right. It had red around it. I thought we couldn't put it there. But okay, right. So a radiator can go just there. That's fine. And then, yeah, where do they eat? Like, where is the dining room? I don't know where people are hanging out. Right, hang on. Come out of this for now, then. Hang on a minute. Where are you? Delivery. Yeah, that's good. Heating. Right. Okay. Yes, it's all fine. Heating is good. Where is everybody? So you're over here. And you're over... right. So are we living on this floor just here? And also, why isn't the fire giving off any kind of heat? That's a little bit strange. Okay. We need to get back to the build. Oh, have I broken it? I think where... I can't get to the build menu. Oh, no. Hang on. Do we need to unpause time? No, I've broken it. The build menu has gone. And... Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to go out of that. And I'm going to come back in and hope it lets us back in. Yeah, I've possibly made this go wrong, haven't I? Hang on. Let me see if I can get the build menu back so we can get some more heaters. It might be like a keyboard shortcut or something to get to it. Although, actually, hang on. Go back out. Here we... Right, the build menu is there. Go back in. Okay. Do we go down a floor? Oh! It's only on this floor for some reason. Why is it only on this floor? Well, what if I want to build radiators on another floor? It says on both floors. But I can't build it on the higher up floor because you won't let me go up. Yeah, it's there now. And then you go up a floor and it vanishes. This is very confusing. Okay. Oh, and on the ground. Oh, we can build it on the ground floor as well. Okay. No, this is fine. I'm going to put one near here because that's near the sort of check-in desk thing. So that might be a good idea. Oh, and that fire is giving off heat. Okay. And then maybe one over here. Look. That might be... I can't put one there. Can I put one here? So the kitchen's a bit warmer, I was thinking. So put one just there. No. Yep. Okay. One just there. And then go back up again. Oh, we can put one on this floor. Okay. No, everything is fine. It's all good. I mean, I haven't got a clue. I don't really know. They're not on this floor. And we can't build one on this floor because for some reason the build button vanishes. So I don't really know. I'm going to put a space heater let's go to the ground floor. Again, arbitrarily, just here. That'll do. Right, I've done 5 things. Turn heating on to at least 20% with all heaters turned on using the heating panel. Okay, the heating panel. Oh, there you go. Radiators are in place. Time to fire them up. Full steam ahead. Okay, right now we can go to the heating panel and we can set the power of the heating to 20%. Lovely. Now we wait. Remember, the higher you set the power, the faster it warms up. And the faster we burn through the wood. Exactly. That's why proper and often heat setting is so important. Less fuel wasted. Right. So now, oh yeah, look. We can see stuff happening. There is heat coming out of the heaty things, as you would expect. Now that we've got heat, maybe it's time we clean this place up. I don't see any mess. Well, I see I'm up burying a bone in the rubble on the 2nd floor. Maybe Brutus just likes it that way, says very angry Nicholas Bolden. I'll grab some brooms. It won't take long. Right, so now we're going to do some cleaning. Tech tree. Unlock a new room using the tech tree. Unlock a new zone. Okay, what room are we unlocking, though? The top side of the tech tree allows you to unlock various facilities. Right side deals with furniture. Down side is the crew. Left side is equipment. Okay, so that's kit. This is the crew. This is furniture. And this is facilities. Okie dokie. So a new room unlocks a new room in the shelter for 50 money. Okay, so hold to unlock. Oh, we get to pick which room. Oh, this is good. I don't really know, but I mean, I assume it's like a janitor sort of cupboard type thing. So we'll put it just here because it doesn't need to be a big room. So we'll pop it into there. Room unlocked. Okay. So it's that. Oh, I see. The greyed out rooms are ones that we can't use. Okie dokie. Right, and then unlock new zone of the yard. Okay. Right, so then we want the yard. Where's that? Yard, new room, second-hand gear, inventor, communal space. Am I just not seeing the yard? Check the top side of the tech tree. Maybe do we need to move time on? No. Yard. Oh my god. Okay. The tech tree is huge. Particularly that top bit. There are so many things. Oh wow. Right. A yard. I can't see where the yard is. Survival Essentials, outside resort, woodshed upgrade, outside zone, new rooms, and more outside zones. Okay, right. I'm clearly missing something really obvious. I'm just going to go and look at everything again and see if I can figure out what I've missed. Does it mean an outside zone? That would be a yard type of thing, wouldn't it? In American terminology, the yard would be outside. So is it that? Do we need to click to unlock that? Hold to unlock zone. Oh, right. We're now clearing out another space, but this is outside. I don't really know. I'm going to go for that one just there. Why not? That'll do. Right, I see. Okay, right, I get it. I thought we were going to build something in that room, but no. Okay, right. Good work, team, says Marek. Can we finally go to bed now, says Francis? It's not even that late. Remember, in the mountains, the sun just sets earlier. Night hikes are dangerous and evenings are long. Best to use the time wisely, says wise, sagely Marek. Perfect moment to catch up on shelter duties. We should set up a few basic buildings. That'll boost the site's safety. Okay, we should have enough wood for it. If not, there's always more wood to chop in the woodshed. Now that's wisdom worth hearing. Let's get it done. Okay, so that's now unlocked. Hang on, pause time. So yeah, it's just gone sort of past, yeah, it's 20 past 7 in the evening. So, I mean, it's sort of getting potentially toward bedtime, Francis. You'll be okay. So unlock survival essentials, and then build the weather station, and build a woodshed. Okay, so we've got to unlock survival essentials, which is just here. So that gives us, that gives us the woodshed, the rescue centre, the weather station, the rental shop, and we can continue Francis' story. Okay, so we'll have that for 100 money. Splendid. And then we need to go out to the yard view, and we need to build the weather station and the woodshed. Now, the only thing is, where are they? Where are the weather station and the woodshed? How does one build these things? I'm going to zoom out a very long way. Is it building mode? Do we build it from building mode? No, although, hang on. There's plants. Hang on. Can we put plants outside? Basic planter? No. Why? Game why? Flower pots? Game up. Right. Here, look. I'm going to put flower pot. I want a flower pot, please. You've got to go all the way out into the cold so we can have a flower pot. Yay. Right, there we go. Sorted. Here we go. Facilities. And we unlock this space here so we can now build in it. Okie dokie. Right, so the woodshed can go just here. So build that, please. And the weather station. That can go just there, look. On that side. That is fine. Right, and now use the woodshed to get some wood. Okay, so add a worker. You look like somebody who's probably chopped wood before, Nicola. So you can go and do that, please. You go and gather 30 wood. I kind of feel like we could have already got some wood from the inside. Like, for example, if we go down, where was it? Yeah, like this. Or this. Oh, it's building mode, isn't it? Like that, look. If we just did that, does that count? No, that doesn't count. We have got 888 wood. I feel like we've got enough wood. But no, it's okay. We've sent Chappie out over here to produce wood and such like. So it's all good. So if we then run time on a bit quick, we'll see what he does. So he makes 10 each sort of pass, if you like. So that's going to be 20 wood. Okie dokie, stamina. Workers can get tired, they become slower, and they take unscheduled breaks and they push too far. Okay, so make sure that they have a break when their stamina is low. Right, okay, so you come out of there. Do you know what? Eva, you've got good worker speed. We'll swap you around. So Eva can then go into there, do some chopping of wood, and in your own time. There we go. Great job. The woodshed isn't the most efficient thing, but it's a lifesaver in a crisis. Now let's put up some furniture and make sure visiting alpinists have at least a bit of comfort. Oh, that's going to cost us. Don't worry about that for now, says Marek. Okay, I just double-clicked, didn't mean to double-click. Marek said something wise, just pretend it was wise and go, oh, very wise. Forget it, no one's set for here in ages. Relax, I've got a surprise for you, says Marek, somewhat sinisterly. Expectations. Right, I did see those things at the bottom, so yes, they've got expectations. So we want to exceed those thresholds, and people are going to be happy about it. Okie dokie. So yeah, that was when we went into the build thing. So okay, check the right section of the radio tower to unlock new furniture. Okay, so we want some proper beds. So sleeping one. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. 50 money. So we'll have that, please. That seems quite good. Also, I wouldn't mind some nice chairs. Can we get that? Yes, okay. And we'll have a radio and a magazine rack. And tables and cabinets. Benches, simple sofas. Yeah, well, that's 200 money. That might be expensive. Hang on, we won't do that just yet. Right, build 3 beds. Okay, so go back into the shelter. Where do you want us to put the beds? I kind of feel like they should go into separate rooms, but I don't know if that's what you are thinking. Like, should they go into here? Oh, should we have got a bigger room for this? I didn't know that's what we were doing with this room. I thought we were going to build like a cleaning thing in it, but no, okay. Never mind. Right, we'll put some beds in here then, possibly. And maybe a radiator as well, because it's going to get a bit chilly in there. Right, radiator by the door. And then we will have, some simple beds. Can we fit 3 simple beds in here? It's going to be a squeeze, but we'll make it work. There's 1. Hang on, rotate it round. There's 2, and there's 3. Quest complete. Okay, surviving and thriving is complete. And then I want to put some nice things in here. So we'll have bedside table. Hang on, is there a front to the bedside table? Oh, there is. I think that one might be in the wrong way round, but never mind. It's the thought that counts. Bedside table and... like that. Bedside table. Okay, so I've got bedside tables. So their comfort's okay. And then maybe... Can we have a radio? Pop a radio into here. And that increases their entertainment thing. And then maybe on the outside, over here, can we have a magazine rack? And that'll give them some entertainment. Okie dokie. And then... a rug. Oh, hang on. Are the different colours? You can choose different styles. Hang on a minute. Oh, yes, that looks all right. Can we have that as they walk in? So that, it feels nice and warm on their feet. So we'll have a rug. That's quite nice. That's got to be good for comfort. No plants, unfortunately, but never mind. I think that's about all we can do. That is about all we can do with that. But okay, no, that's good. I like that. Right, now we've got to wait for people. We've got everything we need. Now let's wait for that surprise, says Francis. Look at the map. The surprise is on the way. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look at the map. Unpause time. Is that the surprise? The mayor's crew. Mayor Natalie, Patrick the assistant, Albrecht the intern, and Anne the accountant. Okay, the mayor is on the way. Oh, I feel like we should change our clothes, possibly. And maybe wear a hat or something. But okay, I mean, it's quite late. So the mayor's rocking up at midnight. They are dedicated. Okay, right. We'll welcome them, of course. We're going to say hi to the mayor. I don't know where they come in, but we shall say hi to them. Hang on. Yeah, go to the yard view. So where's the front? That's the way in. Here we go. There's some people. Right. Hello. Welcome to the Toasty Teapot. Oh, oh, okay. The door is here, not the other side. I got confused. There we go. Right. You're going in. Well, you're not going into the Toasty Teapot. You're walking around. Where are you going now? Are you coming back in? You're going. Oh no, that was the front. Maybe. Okay. Nicholas Bolden is going. And dotting at us again. What's she doing here? And who are these people? I took the liberty of inviting Madam Mayor and her team, says Marek. Their visit will test your readiness. And there's the mayor. Hello. Again, not wearing a hat. We'll let you off because you've had your hair done by the look of it. It'll also help me decide whether we can restore your permits, Nicholas. Hold on. We're running this place illegally, says Francis. At the moment, it seems so, says the mayor. That's why we can't officially place a shelter on tourist maps. If you hadn't been cozying up to the competition, there wouldn't have been any problems. That's not on me. The inspection ruled that your facilities were far below standard. Mr. Kaminsky told me you're trying to reopen the shelter. I'd be glad to see for myself. We're ready, says Eva. We won't let you down, Madam Mayor. Okay. Faulty delivery. So day 2, at 1:05 in the morning, an event thing has happened. Okay. From the open supply crate wafts a nasty sour stench of half-rotten fruit. Unfortunately, it seems someone on the crew mistakenly ordered a few 100 kilos of spoiled potatoes for compost instead of top-shelf tasty deluxe rations. No time to wonder how this happened or who's to blame. Everyone knows. Action is needed. Guests are starting to catch a whiff. We haven't got any guests, but okay. We can have a minor penalty if we cook the food. So we can just turn it into soup. We could dump it. We lose 50 raw food. Maybe we can salvage a little something for the crew. All workers get a minor work speed penalty. Potentially just recycle them. I don't know, turn them into compost. We will trash them. So we're going to lose a lot of our raw food. I had a feeling things were going too smoothly. This isn't the first time. Running a shelter is never easy business. We need to act fast. Fresh supplies are a priority, says Evo. If you've got the funds, hiring a helicopter would be smart. Hiring a helicopter! Air transport doesn't care about mountain terrain. The only things you need to worry about are the weather and the bill. I think I know someone who can help with that. Don't tell me you've got a pilot, buddy. Let's just say I have a friend in a mountain transport company, says Eva, looking a little bit awkward. I'll give you the number, but I'd rather not get directly involved. Oh, is it some sort of former romantic flame of yours, Eva? Intriguing. Eva is close to exhaustion. Oh, she's still at the thing. Oh, no, come, finish. It's good. You're done. Come home. Have a cup of tea. It's all fine. Don't you worry about it. Okay, so acquire 100 raw food using the air service thing. But we've got to fix the landing pad first because that is broken. Okay, so Nicholas, do you know what? Nicholas and Francis, you both head out over here to fix this. Get this done. Both whack it with hammers, which is good. I like the fact they are whacking it with hammers. The time-honoured way of fixing or building things. Right, the helipad is sort of as repaired as it can be. How is the radio thing looking? Because it is taking... Oh no, it's fully durable. It's fine. It is not an issue. Okay, so now we can use the delivery menu, but we can add the air transport thing. Okay. Right, so yeah, we'll do that. And we want 100 food, please. Yes, okay, for another 400. The transport fee is 100 monies. Good grief. Okay, so do that, please. And then set a double meal using the kitchen panel. I mean, we did have double breakfast, which is going to be served at 3:05. Oh, time until meal. What's that? 5:30 in the morning. Really? I'm going to double breakfast because that's important. Build enough furniture to raise one of the expectation factors to surpass a level and raise morale. Okay. You want me to go in and build stuff. Oh, there's an actual snowflake. Hang on, come back. Oh, I've messed it up. Look, the snowflakes dotted around. That's fun. Right, go back inside. Come out of build. Go to the shelter. We need to add things. Okay, right, yeah. Let's add some more items. Although, yeah, it does say to unlock some stuff. Maybe surfaces. We'll unlock that for 100 money. Advanced carpentry. A chess table. A bookshelf. Do you know what? I'm going to do that. I know it's expensive. We haven't got that much money left. But now we can build jazzy, exciting things. Hang on a minute. Entertainment. Yeah, so we can build a chess table. Although we've got to get one of these up. So maybe comfort might be the better one. I don't know. Beds, chairs, armchairs. We haven't got any armchairs. We don't have any armchairs. What about around this fire? Could we have a nice armchair there? And another one, say, here. The comfort is ticking up, but not very much. We're going to need a lot of armchairs. So many armchairs. Like that. I mean, yeah, do we get some simple chairs? I'm just going to put some simple chairs along here. 1 and 2 and 3. The entertainment seems to be easier to increase, although now I've spent all our money on nonsense. Yeah, bookshelves, magazine racks, chess tables, that's 1. A standing clock is 4. Is it 4 entertainment points? For a clock? Really? I'm going to put the clock just there. Oh yeah, the entertainment's way easier to increase. I know, we'll do that. We'll have a chess table downstairs. Let's go down a floor. I mean, yeah, I don't know where people are going to hang out, but there's a heater thing just here. We'll put the chess table, in fact, by this fireplace, look. You can come here, you can play chess, and you can sit in armchairs as you do so. And our money is tumbling, I think. Is our money tumbling? And our wood is tumbling. Oh, this is fine. That's not centered. Hang on a minute. No. Can I move these? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good. Yeah, this is brilliant. We can move these. Okay, shifted them over. Yeah, comfort and entertainment are looking good then. Well, let's just add some more chairs around here. We'll add another chair here, near to the fire. That's nice. And another one can back onto there. Like so. How many more do we need? Beds? No point putting beds around, is there? Let's put some more simple chairs. Boop and boop. Boop. Oh, come on. How much more comfort do you guys want? Hey, there we go. Finally. Right. That's that done. Comfort is above expectations. And then entertainment-wise, we can sort that out as well. We can have... maybe over here. Look, in fact, hang on. We're in the build mode. Can we get rid of that? Sell that for 75. Sell that for 70. Sell that for 70. So we can recoup a bit of money. And then over here, have magazine racks. Have a couple of those. And then our bookshelf, which looks the same. Okay, I mean, yeah, this is like a sort of an early version, like a demo version of the game. So those things look a little bit the same, but it's fine. You can change the wood. Okay, that's fine. And then storage. A simple cabinet. Let me guess. Does it look similar to the other things? Yes, it does. And then, oh yeah, we can have a coffee table in front of these. That might be good for our sort of storage thing. So yeah, we'll pop those in as well. Okay, right, storage is fine. It's okay. Let's run time on. And yeah, we'll get the 100 food via the delivery thingamajig. So hopefully we did sort that out, didn't we? We did request that. We've repaired the landing pad. So the helicopter can do its thing eventually. Yeah, the lights are on, so I think it's fine. And then, yeah, we've done the double meal thing. So let's run time on. Are we able to see... Yes, there it is. There's a Jelliflopter. Right, okay. Air vehicles. Yep, okay, that's fine. They don't need a worker, but it does involve additional transport costs. Okay, so they have just sort of shipped the stuff in. Oh, John the pilot looks very suave. Hi there, John the pilot. Hello, everyone. Great to start another partnership. What a view you've got up here, says John the pilot, oozing charisma. Hey, that was some lightning fast delivery of yours, says Francis. I just hope I didn't beat the cargo up too badly. If anything's wrong, let me know. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. Francis Harland, I presume. Wow, that name brings back memories. Memories, says Francis. Pretty sure we've never met. Do you have a relative named Eva? I used to be with a girl by that name. I knew it. We were even engaged once. Oh, wowzers. Maybe. Never heard about that one, says Francis, looking somewhat concerned. Wait, what's this? She's going to stab us in the back and run off to the competition? Excuse me, what are you talking about? Says John. Out with it, kid. No excuses. I won't let one of my workers sell us out again. Worker? Eva works here? Well, that's wonderful news. Where can I find her? I've missed her. We've got so much to catch up on. This has to be some kind of mistake, says Francis. You've got no business here, John. Oh, Eva looks repulsed. Eva! We ordered a service, not small talk. Could we at least? No, absolutely not. We don't have time for this. Forget it. Oh, so look, we've got story, we've got characters. Or maybe just... I said no, says Eva. All right then, call me if you need more runs. I'll see if I can get my boss to cut you a discount. Ugh, yikes, that was rough. Did he really deserve to get brushed off like that? He seemed like a decent guy. Trust me, he's not. He's a total douche, and you just have to take my word for it. Okay, but man, he did say we'd get a discount. Okay, oh crikey, the time was going quickly. He flew away very fast. So now, I think we've got to wait, yeah, so for an hour and a half, just pootling around for a bit, and then we shall serve our double breakfast, which is going to be delicious. Have we got... Oh, yeah, hang on a minute. Have we got somebody... Yeah, can you do some cooking, Nicholas? Just had a slightly worrying thought that we might not have enough food. But hopefully we're going to be okay. Yeah, okay, right, speed time on. Let's get this done. Okay, set a double meal using the kitchen panel. and wait for the meal time. Did I not just do that? I thought I'd done that. Wait for the meal time. Oh, there we go. Right. Sorry. Yes. The people had to go and eat the food. Everyone's busy. Might be the perfect time to stash that damned bag. Now, yes, right in the start of the intro sequence thing that we didn't see, right at the end, the big bad, potentially mafia person just said something like, oh, get rid of that bag. And it showed a bag. And that was it. No other reference to it. Don't know what's in it. But yes, there is a mysterious bag. If Eva or the old man stumbled across it, I'd be in deep trouble. Boof, says Brutus. You won't spill the beans, will you, boy? Gonna help me find a good hiding spot? Woof, says Brutus. Yeah, predictably. That's what you always say. Hello, partner. Let's get to work. I've found some perfectly good wood in the old man's cellar. Crisis averted. You all did great, says Marek. Now we just have to keep the meals coming and make sure the mare doesn't freeze. If guests head out on the trail rested and satisfied, the risk of accidents drops a lot. Sometimes it pays to go the extra mile for people tackling a tough climb. Better safe than sorry. Right. Okay, so open the trail map and then, right, finish the other quest while waiting for the next set of instructions. Okay, so go back to the trail. So what are we looking at here? Trail tasks. All tasks beyond the shelter are managed through the trail tasks list. Okay, and then paths are those routes. They're the only way to travel through the Corotan region. Okie dokie. So what do we need to do? Oh, trail tasks. There we go. Hiding spot. Okay, so click this. And we are going to go to Chillcrest Slope. As you currently don't have a path connected to the Chillcrest Slope, you need to build one. Okay, right. Build. Oh, crikey, so the build menu does different things depending on what your view is. Okay, so path segment. Select a path segment and build a series of paths leading to your target. Oh, okay. So we can build... Oh, I see. So we need to go... Where are we? Just there. Okay, so we've got to come all this way. So there's one segment for 180 wood. Good grief. Okay, there's another. There's another. Here's another. Oh, we're just short on there. But okay, right. It's connected. It costs us a lot of wood, but okay. And now we can do the task because we've connected it up with effectively like a road. Right. Hiding spot. Okay. Set up a route. Click here and add all the points leading from the shelter to the goal. Okay. So, what, here? Here. Do we click in the middle of these things? Like that? Well, hang on. How does this work? Oh no, got to click the first one first. Okay, yes, that does make sense. Like that, like that, like that, and then to there. Okay, right. It's ready. Confirm the route. And then we need to use a vehicle. We'll use the vehicle, and we've got to put Francis on it because he's going to hide the thingamajig. Okay, right. Commence task. Here we go. So now we've unpaused time. It's very pretty. Love that. Look, you can see the snow sort of drifting in and the clouds and things. It looks very good. Also, later on this year, I'm going to the Alps, which is exciting. But I'm not going to the as high up a bit as this, but I'm hoping to see like nice snowy mountain things. Right, let's run time on a bit quicker. And he should eventually make his way out on our new trail. There we go. So he's flying along in the Snowcat to make life a little bit easier, of course, because he is going quite a long way. So he's heading all the way down here, and he has arrived at Chillcrest Slope. And now he's got to sort of, pootle around and do what he's doing with it. Can we tell you to stop working in the kitchen? But with an easier thing. We've got 74 prepared meals, and you're getting a bit tired. So, yeah, we'll turn you... I'd like a staff view of what the staff are doing. I could go, right, you don't do that and reassign you to this, but maybe that comes later, I don't know. Right, Francis, back we go to you. Run time on, and we shall find out what you did with the mysterious bag. Here we go, 1, 0, ta-da! Okay, so he's chucked the bag over at Chillcrest Slope, and then he's just going to head back home again. Okay, right, that's fine. Through your poodle, back into the toasty teapot. Francis, where were you? We need you, says Eva. Oh, wasn't feeling too great. Had to step out for some fresh air. Convincing. Must be the altitude and the thin air. Right, that must be it. I'll just remember to breathe less or something. Very funny, says Eva. Right, there's the mayor. Nicholas, does that trail at the mountain we visited back in 25 still exist? Is this some kind of courtship? I'm not looking for a bride. He's very funny. Haha, ever the sharp one. I just thought I'd show our town hall crew the best this valley has to offer. Well, I don't doubt it. Can you believe not a single one of them has ever climbed before? Crazy. The old trail up Sturmspitze, probably buried long ago. Most of the old routes are gone. Nobody's restored them in years. Maybe we could rebuild them. A wonderful idea. Remember, a good trail network serves at least two purposes. First, it uses natural terrain to get climbers safely to the top. Second, it caters to very different groups of alpinists. Meaning a leisurely trail for beginners is a whole different beast than a challenge for the pros. Then maybe we should start by finding out the mayor's tastes. Okay. Right, so now we're going to investigate the guests. Okay, so this is our group of people that are here to do mountain climbing. So click here to see more details about the mayor's group. Take a note of a big round icon symbolising their type. Okay, so here you can see the group's type. So they are casual strollers. You can see their traverse, their climbing skills. The higher the difference between it and the trail's difficulty, the higher the risk of an accident. Okay, we don't want them to have an accident because that would be bad. Here you can see the group's goal. Espiritvale. That's a mountain somewhere nearby. I saw it. If you don't have a trail leaving to it, they'll leave the shelter disappointed. Okay, so we can now get ourselves a thing set up. So is that what we're going to do? So they want to climb up there. Now we know the mayor's a casual stroller aiming for Espiritvale. Let's line that up with our notes. Oh, okay. The guest book is part of the compendium. Up here. Right, okay. So we can see what this is. So this is the range. Oh, crikey. This is the range of traversal the alpinists of this type can have. 2 to 3. Okay. If you say so, this is the desires of the group. If your trail has those tags, they're more likely to take it. So they just want like gentle slopes, nice forest, and a lookout point. Okie dokie. So you would like us to build such a thing. Everything suggests the ideal choice would be a gentle trail under 45 degrees of incline. And it better run through the forest for at least a stretch. Amateurs love those snowy landscapes. So making a route, piece of cake. Remember, just marking a route isn't enough. Now, what, are we supposed to hold the tourist's hands too? Very funny, Francis. The trail still needs proper preparation. Exactly. Once a route is marked, it has to be secured and clearly signed. Right, okay, so we've got to properly kind of prepare it. So don't just go up that path, up that hill, and they'll get lost. It's got to be properly set up. On the tougher stretches, it's worth adding barriers or safety chains. What's next? A cable car for the lazy ones? For those who just want the view, a cable car is actually a great idea. Says Francis. Only once a path is marked and prepared, we can set the official trail. It has to lead from the shelter to the point of interest. Okay, crikeys. Right, using the trail list menu, you can build new trails and see the existing ones. Okay, right, we're just going to... Oh, crikey. Search for a mentioned goal. Right, what? And then click a trail. Okay, I want to create a trail. Just let me faff about with it and I'll make it work. Build a path leading to Espiritvale. Now, the other thing is, I don't know where Espiritvale is. I imagine that's what that search thing was trying to help us find. It's just here. It's quite nearby, in fact. Thankfully, is that a mountain? It's more of a hill, but okay. So, we want to have a node to add. Oh, hang on. Have we got to build a... Do we go like that? Ah, right. We've got to build a thing first. A path. We've got to do a path first. Hang on. Build path segment. Okay, so that can go. Yeah, it's got to go through there, look. So it goes through the forest. And then it can come back. Can't cross. It can't go there because it can't cross, it says. But I don't know what that means. I don't fully understand that. And then 15. And then in. Okay, good. There we go. Yes, we've done a thing. And then if we go to trails, create a trail from here to there, to there, to there, to just there. And there you go. So it's below their angles that they're interested in. It must include a forest tag, which it does, and it can't include any slope beyond 45 degrees, which it doesn't. So, yeah, all right, confirm that. Trail name. Ooh, nice, easy walk up a hill, I meant, but I can't see. Okay, there you go. Nice, easy walk up a hill. Okay, got the trail mapped out. Now someone has to head out and mark it in the field. Isn't there an easier way? Like I said, up here there are no shortcuts. Safety comes first. Okay, she's saying, Francis, get on with it. Yeah, I'm on it. So now we can send you out in the snowcat thing, although she's better at doing stuff, so we'll send her out. Trail setup, commence task. Okay, time is running on pretty quickly, I think. So we should eventually see her nip out and sort this out. So yeah, you're sort of marking it and yeah, putting signposts in and things. There we go. So you're at the top, just finishing that job off. Ta-da! Then you come all the way back. And I think that's ready. Is it ready? I think so. There you go. Great work, team. Marek's very happy with us. The mayor will be heading off soon, which means it's about time for me to go as well. You're not staying with us longer, says Eva. I already taught you everything you need to safely get started. The rest will come with time and experience. In the mountains, nothing replaces practice. You'll always be welcome here, says Eva. Of course, keep your eyes open. I'll drop by again sometime. We'll be glad to see you. Oh, blimey. So he's leaving us at the mercy of the old man, says Francis, paraphrasing a bit. Damn it, Harland. What have I done to dear Pedro to deserve this? Okay. And the mayor? Okay. Seems happy. They did such an amazing job. We're leaving the shelter well fed and relaxed, and the views absolutely stunning. I'll tell you the rest when I get back. All right, dears, I finished my report. Where do I turn off the radio? I'll do it. Hand over the headset. Even the picture of gratitude, that one. Apologies. Oh, no worries. I bet Nicholas was worried sick about our ragtag bunch. Thank you so much. It was a truly wonderful stay. I've missed that valley view more than I thought. And you did a fantastic job fixing up that trail. I mean, Eva did it, but okay, so you liked your stay? Absolutely. City Hall won't shut up about it for weeks. My dears, I think it's safe to lift your suspension and start sending folks your way. That's amazing news. Thank you. Unfortunately, that's not all. She's always got a but. Legally, you're still not compliant with all the regulations, but since we go way back, Nicholas, I can bend the rules a bit, let you start earning again. That said, every mountain shelter in this area has to meet certain standards. I'll leave a list. Always with the rules. In a few days, someone will come and check. If everything looks good, you'll get your permit. But now that you can bring in income, it should be easier. Anyway, I've got to run. Let's stay in touch. Take care and good luck. Thank you again. Finally, she's gone. If she stayed one more day, she'd assume we can barely heat this ruin. And those clouds, how are the climbers even going to find out about us? People who wanted to explore around Confronting again, once word spreads, will be packed. Oh, that's true. People used to come even when the trail was closed. We just need to wait. I'm all for waiting. Under a blanket. I'm dead on my feet. I should turn in for a nap too. We've got to prepare for the crowds. I can't wait, says Eva. Right, there you go. Wait until morning and prepare for your first guess. Okay, so people are setting off from the town. So, Alpinist groups. The mayor's crew is departing, but these guys are on their way, and these guys are on their way. Okay, right. So, yeah, we've got ourselves people coming in, some people going back home. There's 3 people on the way in. Hang on. Pause time. We've got Case Unit, Cook League, Beck Unit. Right, 3 people are coming in, and the mayor's crew are... Oh, they're heading out to a spirit... they're going up the trail. Oh, that's quite good. Equipment panel. Oh, workshop. We can make equipment and things. Oh, right. Crikey, there's a lot going on. I think what we'll do is we shall wrap things up for now with our look at Above the Snow. I think we've had a pretty good look at the game to see what it's all about and how it works and all that kind of stuff. And I know we are playing the demo, but I don't know when the demo ends. I mean, we've already played quite a lot of the game as it is. You know, there's a lot going on. We've done many things. There's all different kind of things to remember and understand and things to put into play and what have you. And yeah, there is a story going on. It's quite wordy. There's a lot of words happening, which, you know, because I'm doing this and reading it out, takes a little while longer to get through. But yeah, I quite like the fact that there are characters and there's a story and a plot, and we've got this sort of subplot of whatever's going on with this mysterious bag, and sort of characters have got shady backstories. Eva was going out engaged to the sort of handsome, charming helicopter pilot man. Francis has got this mysterious kind of bag that he's hidden out in a mountain somewhere. Yeah, there's going to be sort of things that we will uncover as you go through the game. And yeah, it's very interesting. There's all different things to do. You can create trails and routes. You can build things in the actual sort of cabin itself. You can have different sort of items in there, different objectives going on. You have to cook food, you order things in. There's loads going on. There is a lot happening. Let's just get some guessing, shall we? Hi, everybody. So, yeah, we'll go back to the shelter and just see what's happening. But, I mean, I like this as well, though. You can see the shelter, and it looks really pretty. It looks very good. Oh, okay. And there's reputation, apparently. We've got a reputation here. 150 out of 1,350. Okay, that's not very good, is it? We've completed a quest. Yay, we did a quest. Okay, so Snowy Beginnings is underway. Okay, so it wants us. We're not going to do this because I think it's a good point to wrap things up. I am going to move out of the way of the chimney smoke, though. A little bit uncomfortably positioned there. Yes, we need to build some bunk beds, prepare food rations, unlock the woodshed upgrade, build a path to things, set up a trail. So stuff that, we sort of have seen before. So I think, now is a good point to wrap things up. Now that we've seen, all the different aspects of the game and all that kind of stuff, I think it's a good point to finish things up for now. But I do wonder, you have to let me know, lovely people, if you're still watching by this point, because we're probably quite a long way in. But if you're interested, would you like more on this? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you would like more. We might dip back into it when it comes out into early access or full release or whatever. We might well pop back to this and just play a little bit more because it is quite intriguing. And I do wonder, what else we can do? What's going on with the characters? What are the stories? Sort of what do we do with all of these additional things on the map? There's all these extra bits. There's, of course, more mountains and things. But we've got these, the astral door. I mean, that sounds very intriguing. I don't know what's going on there. And all these different lookout things. So, if you would like to see more, let me know in the comments. And we might possibly pop back to it at some point in the future when it's a little bit sort of further developed and such like. But for now, I think we shall finish things up. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard, as well as maybe possibly keeping up to date with Above the Snow when we come back to it at some point in the future. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. I really hope I don't have to send children down into coal mines or whatever, because I would feel like a terrible person. Hello, robot, and I shall call you Alan. Still some homeless people, still hungry people, still sick people. Okay, if you try and reach London, you will end up frosty and dead. Great big human lollipop.